19-year-old Ryan Mauskowitz was found missing from his family home in the quiet town of Lebanon, Maine. To start unraveling the mystery, first I paid a visit to his devastated parents.
Hello?
Good morning, my name is Guy Rivero.
Guy. Oh,
Nice to
yeah,
meet you.
that guy.
Are you
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
You must be the parents.
Yeah, come on in. Come on in. I felt like we had exhausted all of our options, so.
It was nice to have someone take us seriously finally and, really listen. This was on his birthday. He was there for that.
So this is your son that's missing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I see the resemblance.
Yeah, he
see
looks
the-
like me.
Oh.
I thought he kind of favored me, but.
Well, it really depends on which way you're
He's a
sitting.
good-looking kid.
when
I
you look
mean,
at him,
come on.
or how much, how much trash he's left in his room. That usually looks more like you when he's doing that.
Okay.
So.
Like
Not
right
saying
before
anything we should
right before he disappeared, he was like, "I got a perfect score on SAT," and I'm like,
SAT.
"Great! How about the cordwood?
Yeah.
When's that gonna get done?"
They were really.
Who is
We're
this?
just talking. Jimmy, go do your thing. That's why you got a phone. Psst. He's probably going to start in on that SAT thing too. Kids these days.
The parents seemed very attached to their son, although a bit distant perhaps in their parenting. After talking to the parents, I decided that the most logical step would be to pay a visit to their next-door neighbor and see if she knew anything about the situation. Guy Rivero, and I have some questions for
Stonefire
you.
Fury.
What do you know about your next-door neighbors?
The Moskowitzes.
That is correct.
I love all creatures, but I would not be upset to see those creatures disappear from the planet like our oceans are.
The neighbors seemed a bit eccentric. Moving on from the neighbor, I remembered the parents mentioning that their son frequented the local library. Excuse me, ma'am. My name is Guy Rivero, and I have some questions for you. Do you happen to know the Mauskowitz family?
Yeah, I know.
In my conversation with the librarian, if you can call it that, I found her to be very quiet.
I'm not sure what could have happened to Ryan. Concerned, he's a nice young man.
However, my hard-hitting questions were able to get me the answer that I was looking for. Okay, when was the last time you saw Ryan Mauskowitz?
It must have been about 4 months ago. or
Really?
so.
So, are you telling me that he was here fairly recently then?
I suppose so.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I paid a visit to the gas station that the boy was known for visiting, and I ran into a fellow who appeared to be a regular. My name's Guy Rivero.
My name's Bill Lamtrop. Nice to meet you, sir. Well, lobster traps here. My friend Joe, he has 23 lobster traps now, when he used to have 22 lobster traps. And I says, that ain't right. I think Joe took one of my lobster traps. And you say missing person. Well, my dog went missing once. Her name was Lulabelle, and she took off after a car. She was headed halfway to Paris
I'm
before
wondering
I
about
was
his-
able to... Halfway to Paris before I was able to catch her.
I'm wondering about a person, though.
A person.
Okay.
Who person would you be looking for?
Do you know somebody by the name of Ryan?
Ryan.
Mauskowitz?
Yeah, Ryan and I go way back. He and I were fishing buddies, or lobster buddies. Ryan, he fancied the crabfish's daughter. And I says, Ryan, you know how crabmen are to lobstermen. And he says, well, it's the modern times. And I says, no crabfish's daughter's ever going to let a lobsterman marry him. And he says, I'm meeting with the dad to discuss...
It was at this point that I had decided that I had learned more than enough about Ryan, but nothing at all about his whereabouts.
I ain't never heard no Ryan Moskowitz. Now, I was talking to him about my friend Ryan Tanner. He was the one who was going to Alaska.
So I decided to move on. When I reached the park, I searched everywhere. I even checked under the slide, which his parents had done. However, there was no luck. At this point, having interviewed everybody and reviewing my information, I realized that there was only one link that tied all of these people together. And that was, nobody had any idea what had happened to Ryan. And neither did I. If I, highly prestigious, acclaimed, and experienced investigative documentarian Guy Rivero, could not find any information on this guy and could not find his location, then I'm afraid no one ever will. And unfortunately, that meant that it was time for me to break the hard news to his parents. I have some news about your son.
Yes, thank you.
I'm very sorry about what happened.
Sorry. Sometimes these things just happen.
They do?
Yeah.
We're so happy you brought him back to us.
Yeah,
See?
you did
He's
it.
right here.
Upon entering the parents' house, I noticed that there was a new guy living with them. It appears as though they had taken on a surrogate son in order to replace the one that they had lost.
Your
Yeah.
son, man?
Son's back.
This is
Yeah.
Ryan.
You did it.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
In severe trauma cases such as this one, it is common for the grieving people to attempt often very strange, extreme measures in order to cope with their loss.
You're happy to have him
I
around.
am.
again.
I'm actually glad I don't have to stack the wood. I can refocus some of my time.
Firewood, firewood, firewood.
That's all they ever talk about. Can't we just get electric heating
What
or
are you guys
whatever?
doing here, though?
Yeah, for real.
Did they not understand that I was gone to college or something? You knew.
Yeah. You literally told us all. We were all in the same room.
My purview.
We appreciate what you did. Hey, I'd like to give you a thank you. Would
Don't
you like
touch
to have
it.
a Slim Jim?
Small Jimmy. No, I'm good.
Yeah, but
I'm good.
we gotta-
I'm not hungry right
Well, he
now.
doesn't want it after you ate it.
As the discussion progressed, I realized that something much more sinister was at play. This man was an imposter. He was obviously attempting to replace their son. That leads me to believe this man could have, in fact, have been the one who removed their son from the equation to start with. Unfortunately, I didn't have the heart to out the murderer and destroy this new, joyful life that the once grieving parents had now found, and therefore I was forced to remain silent on that matter. If there's one thing that I have learned from this experience, it is that sometimes things just happen. You just have to let things be. You just have to not rock the boat.
There's kind of a little path like over to his bed. There's a lot of Slim Jim wrappers in there, and
Yeah.
it's deep enough. He probably could, like, burrow in there like a hamster, make his little nest.
What are you drinking?
Life water.
Is it good?
It is.
So,
Comes from a stream in which 10 bears have bathed under the moonlight. You know who doesn't care about bears?
who?
The neighbors.
Did he also bathe in the moonlight?
He was in trouble with the crabman, and I says, ain't nobody wants to get in trouble with the crabman. I was telling him, he left, he didn't even want to hear it, but I was telling him about my story, about the crabman and the lobsterman, and I says, the clamman are worst. My Uncle Bill crossed a clamman once, they folded him in half just like a clam, and when they opened him up, there weren't no pearls inside.